Hello, fellow YouTubers. My name is Marsha, and I have a message for you. Lately, I have been seeking wisdom, enlightenment, and peace in my life simply because the trying times that we live in today are unbearable. I need divine peace. And upon seeking this knowledge and truth and enlightenment, I have been given several visions. My first vision I'm going to tell you about was the very first one that I received. And I actually received this one in August of 2013, but I'm just posting it now. It took some time. I'm not very familiar with the whole YouTube and posting and all this other stuff. I have frequently been checking out a lot of the videos, and they are inspirational. And I too have a message, so I'm going to give it to you. I was in my bed asleep at this particular night, and these visions always seem to come between 3 and 5 in the morning. So in this particular one, really all of them, they seem to be in a place where I'm most familiar with, one of the homes that I grew up in. Um, it was on a dead end street, and on the dead end was my grandmother, my uncle, my home, and a couple of neighbors, 4 or 5 houses at the most, and everyone was just family. And on this dead end, the end of the street was a underpass, and we used to just watch the cars go down when we were kids, all kind of stuff like that. Well, and in this vision, I was in my home talking to my mother, and something compelled me to go outside. So I went outside and I looked up in the sky and I saw a huge number countdown, and it started from 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, and when it got to 3, a chill. I will never forget how it felt. It started from my shoulders to the back of my neck, down my spine. And in my gut, I said, oh my God, this is it. This is the end. So I continued to watch it. 2, 1. And when I got to 0, it was 0, 0, 0. I knew my children were across the street at my grandmother's house. So it's the first place I decided to run to because whatever was going to go down, I was going to be with them. So I ran across the street as fast as I could, and my mother and my sister were behind me. The minute my foot hit my grandmother's curb, it was a wave, and that's the only way I can explain it. It came from the right side of me, and it passed over me, just like this, and then my body levitated 3 to 4 feet. I just started raising up, and then all of a sudden it put me back down, and I continued to just keep running in the house. So once I ran, I never did lay eyes on my children physically, but I knew that they were safe and they were with my grandmother. So I went back outside to investigate and see what was going on. And immediately it became dark. It was just light, and it seemed like I was in there no more than a few seconds. So I went back outside, and everything, besides being dark, looked pretty much the same. Trees, everything still in the same place, same neighborhood, everything. But when I looked up, I saw different kinds of colors, green and pink and purples and yellows, and there were swirls and circles, and it was so beautiful. And I was like, oh my God, what is this stuff? So when I looked over to the left, I didn't see the underpass anymore. I just saw space. It was just blackness. And I saw the earth sitting there, and it freaked me out because I told my mom, I was just like, oh my God, look, that's the earth. That is the earth. And if that's the earth, then where are we? And I continued to look at it. And one of the things I noticed, there were no stars. It was space and the earth was there, but there were no stars anywhere. So then something, I didn't see what it was because it looked like it was invisible, but it hit the earth. I just seen a small, like something hit it. And I immediately saw fire and just destruction. Part of the earth was still intact. But whatever this was, it hit it and it was pushing its way through the earth until the whole earth disintegrated. And at that time, I knew that there were people on the earth. There were still humans on the earth. People that I know, that I knew and I loved. And they were still there. But the crazy thing was, I didn't feel anything. I did not feel scared. I didn't feel remorse. I didn't feel like I wanted to cry. I just turned my back and simply was just at peace. It seemed like everything was on one note, one accord, and it was just blissful. Now, what I took from this dream was that our Creator is on his way. He's on his way back, and he's coming to get his chosen people, the ones who seek him, the one, the ones who are doing his work, the ones who are ready to go home. You have to be ready. And I have more of these visions, and I will be happy to share them and post them with you. Now that I know that I'm not alone. So all I can say is, brothers and sisters, please pray every single day. Pray every single day for forgiveness. Pray for peace. And pray for those who are still in the dark. It's not their fault, but pray that their eyes are open before it's too late. God bless.